Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm coming back to do a part 2 of the LA Girl foreplay palettes. Not this one though. This is my favorite one. I did a video recently where I used 3 different palettes. I had a pink one, the cowboy kind of khaki green one. This one right here is by far my favorite. It's called Seduce. One of you guys said, hey, I really want to do the blue one. I think this is the blue one. Kind of like bluish green, teal. Anyway, you guys had said, hey, the blue one looks really interesting. So when I was at Ulta over the weekend, I showed it to my husband. I said, he goes, oh, that's really pretty. And I said, you know, I don't have that one. This one right here, the brown one, is my favorite. It's fantastic. And he goes, well, I mean, they're only $5.99. Why don't you just get it? He's my pusher. He's my makeup pusher. Not always. Anyway, I picked up this. I'm trying to get the tape off of it. In case you're wondering what I'm doing off camera, I'm literally trying to get it open. And I also picked up, they had these eyeliners right next to it. And that's looks like a different type of eyeliner than what I've had from them before. So I thought, you know what? Let's do a look with these and we'll just kind of see. I don't know if I want to do multiple looks. I kind of just want to just do a fast little easy look. These are kind of perfect, except for I don't usually wear like bright like this. I am filming in natural light. It's overcast, kind of gloomy out today. I live in Washington State. Don't always have the best weather. You guys don't really care. But I'm just telling you right now, it's not spectacular weather today. I live on the dry side of the state, so we do get like 4 distinct seasons. It just hasn't decided that it's no longer winter. I'm gonna go into this. What do we call this? Like an aqua color? I do have a little bit of the Joa concealer on my eyelids already. So in case you're wondering what I've got going to start with, I'm just gonna kind of play. Let's just see where the creative mood strikes us, because again, these are not shades that I would normally choose. However, ... I do think that blues and kind of teals can look very, very pretty with brown eyes. If you guys are new here, hi. Not a professional makeup artist. I don't get any of the stuff in PR, like, you know, LA Girl doesn't know that I've done a bunch of videos on their products. You guys are welcome to check my video history though. If you guys are at all interested in the brand, I actually do really like the brand. Some products better than others. I think one thing that helps me with these particular palettes is even though it's got the clear, you know, drugstore friendly plastic case, because they're octagonal and they're cornered and stuff like that, they're kind of just feel a little bit more fancy than the rectangular ones. So another thing about me, if you guys are new to the channel, is I tend to do a lot of monochromatic looks. So this kind of goes along with that. However, I don't know that I've ever left the house in a bright, colorful look like this. Usually if I do a pop of color, it's on the lid or on the lash line, and it is not, you know, the kind of the main focal point. So I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. Right now it's feeling very Tammy Faye, doesn't it? Who else had Mimi from the Drew Carey show? You guys still remember that? Speaking of TV shows, here's kind of a random thing here. We just got done watching the most recent season of You. And as I was watching it, I'm reminded of like Dexter and some of those other shows where Breaking Bad, where you find yourself rooting for the bad guys and you're like emotionally drawn and connected to the bad guys. Why is that? I'm taking this darkest shade here. I don't understand that. I don't understand when we became someone who roots for the criminal. Now, that being said, I like a good mystery. I like the character development's always, you know, pretty good for the most part. I had figured out who the bad guy was early on. Both the perceived bad guy and then the real bad guy. Like I knew who it was before it was revealed. So that always makes me feel proud of myself that I can figure it out. Sometimes other people are like, what? I never saw that coming. And I'm like, so by the time this video goes up, it's probably, you know, it's gonna have been out for a while. They left it open for another season. So I guess we'll see if Joe comes back to us. If you guys like Dexter, like Breaking Bad, and like the bad guys and you know, kind of, you know, finding yourself slightly horrified, but again, rooting for the bad guys, and you haven't seen you yet, I want to think my kids are the ones that first got me turned on to the show. I don't regret them for doing that, but we literally, you know, try to binge watch the whole series in like a couple days. We don't watch a ton of TV. Like our TV's not on at all during the day and not every night, but we'll watch, you know, 1 or 2 episodes of something. If you guys have anything, you know, that you've watched recently that's not been going on for, you know, 20 years where there's no way we're gonna get caught up, let me know if it's something good. I'm open to learning new things. Okay, I just switched to a clean brush and I just kind of want to shear this out a little bit here. I want it to be a little bit cleaner and lighter right here. bright blue eyeshadow. Again, not something I would normally have done. I'm gonna take this shade right here. I'm gonna start with a flat brush and we'll see how this loads up, and then we'll probably switch to finger to see that's a different type of saturation level. Yeah, I think that goes on pretty sheer when you use a brush, so we're switching to the finger. It's a little drier formula. It's warming up. It's warming up and creaming up a little bit. Is that a word? It's getting more creamy as I warm it up with my finger. Anyway, would love your recommendations on shows that I should check out or we should check out. We like Dateline, we like SVU, we like SWAT, we like, what are some other shows Criminal Minds, CSI, the new reboot to Las Vegas. I miss some of the old characters. They've brought in Catherine Willows, and at first they brought in Gil Grissom and his wife, I can't remember her name now off the top of my head, Georgia Fox, I think is what her real name is, William Peterson, Georgia Fox, Marg Helgenberger. They've done a pretty good job of bringing back some of the characters. I guess they brought back the first lab guy too, but I miss Warwick. I miss Speedo. I don't know if anybody remembers Speed or not, but anyway, I'm taking this dark shade again here. I'm gonna darken this up right out here. Anyway, I miss some of those old original characters. I also watched CSI Miami. I think I watched a couple episodes of CSI New York, but all of those, what is it, David Wolf? I can't remember. We like those shows. I've always been that. I used to watch a show, it was a Canadian show called Flashpoint. That seemed like it was always on when I was in a hotel room traveling for work. Travel for work, so I have to stay in hotels because I'm traveling for work. It's so funny when people say, hey, we're coming to town, what hotel should we stay at? And you go, I don't actually stay in hotels in the town that I live in because I live there, so I don't know. Give me a town outside of the area that I live and I can tell you. All right, I gotta be perfectly honest. While I don't normally wear bright eyeshadow, I could see wearing something like this, especially if my outfit were very simple. I'm gonna go into this lightest shade right here. I need to clean this brush off. I'm gonna go to this lightest shade. And we'll put a little bit of it right here. Yeah, these little quads, the formulas are fantastic. They do not feel like drugstore quality of shades. They're very well curated, or at least this one, this is now my second favorite. This is great. High five to LA Girl on this one. Okay, so this is a Stellar Ink foil liner. This was the one that was right next to it. If this is cool, I'll go back and get the other ones because, I mean, I'm all for a fun eyeliner. And I think that sometimes when you do like a metallic or a glittery eyeliner, not glimmery, shimmery eyeliner, sometimes it can be really kind of fun and unexpected and very pretty, especially if you're doing an otherwise kind of sedate look. I'm trying to think of what other shows. I always hate it when it's off season and we're stuck watching reruns because then we end up watching stuff on Netflix instead. All right, so because I already have that darker color on here ready, I'm just gonna take this along my lash line and just see if it even shows up. And we'll just take it right out here. I feel like that barely shows up on my lid. I don't even know that it's really added anything. I just brought it out to the end, not as any kind of wing, but just sort of to bring that shade out. All right, so here's what I think about these pens. I think if you're gonna do a very simple look and you wanted, like if you're gonna do something very tan, nude, maybe even with this, like the lighter shades in this palette, maybe doing a blue like that would be kind of fun, but I don't think it adds anything to this look. I don't think I needed that for this particular eye look. I don't remember what other shades I had. Nothing that jumped out at me as like, oh my gosh, I've needed one of those all my life. I think it blended fine. Do I have a relatively clean brush? Yeah, this one. I think the blend is just fine. I think the shades are complementary. Do I think you can get multiple looks out of it? Well, I mean, if the looks are blue-green, yeah. But this to me, probably more than anything, I probably should have done something with my eyebrows, huh? This to me more than anything is a compliment to a palette like this. Like I would absolutely take this tan color and do an accent with this blue. Or maybe, maybe do all of these on my upper lids and then something with these kind of watery colors down below. I can see doing that. And do I love them? I mean, they're not bad. It's just a little much for me. So, oh my gosh, I just washed my forehead again. Love it when I do that. So there you guys go. I think if you're a blue eyeshadow lover and you needed a blue palette for $5.99 or whatever these prices are, absolute win. I would absolutely recommend the quality of this. Hands down, zero issues at all. I'm not sponsored, affiliated, endorsed. I get nothing in PR. LA Girl, like I said earlier, doesn't know that I'm doing this video. This is approved. This is number 1. This is now number 2. The pink one probably would be number 3. The khaki colored one would be my 4th one. There's one other one that I didn't try yet. I don't know that I need it. Let me know if you guys want me to come back and just try the last one or do an official ranking with all 5 of them. Let me know, but I don't feel like I need it. This is kind of fun. This isn't really St. Patrick's Day, you know, but this is tropical vacation, summer blue. I hope you guys are doing really well. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.